Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition on Nightmare. We're back at the war table to check on some war table operations, and then we will head back to the Emerald Graves. So we sent our soldiers to repair some stuff in Redcliffe. They're happy with us. We got a little bit of gold. Nothing good, but nothing bad. Got some new ones, but I want to go do this. This was actually a quest that opened, an operation that opened up when I helped my Dalish clan. I sort of ignored it because I wasn't paying attention. So, the Duke apparently has some Tidvinter advisors who we believe are Venatori, and generally, illnesses seems to be screwing with people. Basically, this area is the Venatori have a hold on it. We could try and find a diplomatic solution, but it's the Venatori. I say we send Liliana in to assassinate him, because otherwise, I don't trust diplomacy is going to work with our very ruthless enemies. Let's head to our lay. We have alliances getting these moving. I will not turn my back on them, but we've established arrangements with the Tybalts. Their initial hatred of the Inquisition was a device, and they are willing to have us in their favor. So these are two people who are trying to form sort of anti-Inquisition alliances in Orlais, and so we sort of are doing our best to get on their better, at least one of their better side. So that can be continued further. I'm going to wait on that. And these are the dwarves that sort of gave us a lead but told us to follow instructions. So we followed instructions. They are glad we respect their territory, and they gave us that. That's sort of the end of that. So I want to wait to look at that until I'm sure what I'm doing. And let's look at some of this one. This looked interesting. Arl's invitation. I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from our last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before the destruction of the Conclave. It has taken its toll on all of the Redcliffe Ireland. That is the past. Today I want to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Banorn of Cologne is part of my domain and now lies empty. Ban Ilara lost her life attending the Conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custody, the lands are not the property of whoever claims them through skill of arms. Tournament will be held at Cologne, with the victor taking the title as their prize. Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. RLT. Can't cruelly run a Banorn, but a well-chosen envoy could win us Ferelden titles. Champion made up blue eyes to win, however, Ferelden's hold prejudice. I would trust Colin to send a good champion. Revenge of the Merchants Guild. Right, this is awesome. Unsent letter from Varric waits in the wardroom. Just Jerk Dace. Jerk. I need a key to the Merchants Guild cipher from 1 month ago, and you still have payments left on the loan House Tethras gave you for your rescue mission to Garak. I think we can make a deal. I get the cipher, and your debt disappears like financial magic. And Nightingale, since I know you'll open this and read it before it gets sent, don't bother to keep a copy. The guild changes their codes every month because dwarves are naturally paranoid. So we need to use Josephine for this. Send a letter to Denerim. Getting the cipher will help Liliana find the killer. Tracking the killer who seems to be making actions based on Varric's book. So that 2.5, and this is about 2.5. Sorry about that loud noise. I don't know why my computer likes to disconnect things. And that's about 47. So plenty of time to get stuff done in the Emerald Graves. Colin will have to be relocated to something slightly longer afterwards, but for the moment, doing good. Let us head back to the Emerald Graves. So we've got stuff. We've got rifts, bunch of rifts in the pavilion, as well as a deluded chevalier, and then this quest that has to do with intercepting Red Templar messages. Yeah, I say let's continue with this because this is sort of the main plot of the area. With the Freemen of the Dales. We already, as I've talked about in previous episodes, we already sort of did it backwards because we went to their main base and sort of took out their boss, but that just means we won't get the quest to do that when we're done with these other set of quests. It's just, the game accounts for the fact that you can sort of do things out of order, and it still will let you follow it along as far as you can. I haven't really missed anything for doing it out of order, so there's no need to worry. But we want to do it the Freemen of the Dales. They're making things difficult for the people living in this area. They, take advantage of the Civil War to break off and try to make a power grab. And they're apparently also helping the Red Templars acquire Red Lyrium, which is bad. So we want to stop them wholeheartedly. And the what's his name? Oh, I should check out this rift while I'm here. Fairbanks, the leader is of a group of rebels and sort of commoners in the areas, gave us information about the Freemen to help us sort of deal with them, since they are just as much our enemies as they are his. Oh, successful 18. That's interesting. I think I'm level 18, but that means that they level up to us, which is always interesting. Oh, gotta be careful here. Oh, there's a despair demon. Because of the way this guy moves, it's better to sort of stick to range because there'd be too much like chasing him down. Oh, Dorian. I want Dorian to make sure to dispel. So there's two next to each other. That looks like a good bet. That's just a rupture. So we got either these two or those two. I'm gonna take a bet on these two. It's a gamble. It's always a gamble. But you do what you can. Pride Demon? Alright, well. I have a theory that the other one was also a Pride Demon, but I could be wrong. And if not, then whatever, which means I get to enjoy fighting the Pride Demon. It's fun. And by fun, I mean it's fun. Totally just fun. Wailing on him. Like a bow. Oh, there we go. Alright. And there's this. I'm going to quickly head back to camp, which is right next to here. To get health back.
I'm surprised you think so. They're not exactly realistic.
I figured that out when the good guy did a backflip while wearing a chainmail shirt.
And that didn't bother you?
Back in Sahara, I fell on a guy who tried to stab me in the gut. I felt the blade chip as it went through my gut and hit my back ribs. But I was alive and on top. I sawed through the armor on the rebel's neck, back and forth until it went red. I don't need a book to remind me that the world is full of horrible crap.
Impossible swashbuckling it is.
Yeah, I like that attitude. He's going basically like, you know, I don't really want to be horrified by terrible things while I'm reading as part of my leisure time. Like, your books are fantasy, and keep that, because, oh boy, the horrible things that are realistic, pretty horrible. Not something that people want to be reminded of. I love Bull. He's full of surprising insights. Oh, this area. This area can be a real problem if you don't approach it properly. I think this door is key only. But we'll see. Yeah, it's key only. Barred from the other side. I think this is the same. Yeah. Okay, that attracted a lot of people. We're gonna go and deal with them before bad things happen. Thankfully, they're only level 15, so we're doing good level-wise. I just had to be careful of attracting too many. I mean, I'm an unstoppable beast. I'm an unstoppable beast, but not always flawless, right? Alright. I don't even know what my party members are off doing. I hope they're off fighting well. Looks like they're doing okay. No potions have been used yet. No one's super low health. Alright. Oh yeah, that's a lot of people. Alright, I'll take out the 2 snipers. Here. Oh, see. This is sort of what I was worried about. Let me zoom out here. Yeah. They're pretty much all... Yeah, they're all in so knee-deep in a fight that there's no point in, like, pulling out and doing stuff, like... I think that wasn't slowdown. I think that was a cinematic slowdown for a heavy damage shot, which can happen. There's more people in there, but it looks like he's waiting. I'll come get the loot after. Sister Christella's fallen. Yeah, I know. I killed her. It's fun. Christian has no power here. Our cause is just... No, it's not! Oh, I should be careful because these guys are big. That's... Can't. Yes, I will take your freedom because it was won unjustly. Alright. See, that was a bad idea of mine. Okay. I can actually handle this Chevalier better out here for the moment because of the group inside. And then I'll use my sword, my spirit blade on people who come out to deal with us. Or I can get behind and have a grand old time. Oh, he needs to go. That archer. He's just dead. We're good.
One less for Fairbanks to worry about.
Alright. I think that's everyone in this area. Samson made this deal. We promised you the Dales if you could hold them and keep the roads open for our supplies. Too difficult? Come to the grasp, I see. Now that you're fumbling, the Red Templars will do things. Hey, Captain Carroll. Excuse me. Carroll is actually a throwback. A very silly one. But one that I approve of wholeheartedly. Especially how it resolves. This isn't the last we've seen of Knight Captain Carroll. Sorry, still. Sketch of Chateau Courtyard and the Whale. I don't think that's as good of a two-handed weapon as what the Bull's got, but we'll take a look. That is not, but it looks awesome. Glittering Darmalion is also not as good, but looks cool. The Whale is another guard building two-handed weapon that's good, but okay. Let's head in here first. Get this loot. Open these side doors. Not always really sure what these side doors are for when you can't lockpick them. I don't know. It's kind of strange. It's a bottle of Thedas. 20 out of 29. We're doing good on that. Hopefully we will get to cover the rest of them as we continue, and I won't have to look up too many of them. We're going to have to look up some mosaic pieces, I think, but doing good in the bottles so far. Yeah, it doesn't look there's a lot in here. Read, what's this? Sir August, it's just my reminding of to understand the heathen etchings. Something about elven writings that they don't understand. I don't really care about that right now, because it doesn't lead to anything. What's this? Oh, it's a book. Oh, there's a mosaic piece, speaking of which. Oh, inventory is full. That hasn't happened in a long ass time. I don't care about those right now. I will dump things if I need to, but I think for the moment I'm actually good. That's not loot. Okay. Let's go see what we can get that doesn't take up inventory space. A lot of them drop crafting stuff, remember, so crafting stuff doesn't take up resources, so I want to get the crafting. The ring velvet. It's not a great cloth, but they're dropping a lot of it, and it's a good secondary cloth. I've used it as a secondary one on my armor here, and it may be useful at other times as well. You know, it's decent stats for utility, so it's not a good thing to have a lot of. It's not a bad thing to have a lot of. Excuse me, spoke. Seems to be most of what they're dropping here, so that's fine by me. I think I'm going to fast travel back to Fairbanks. I'm supposed to talk to him for this quest, and I might have unlocked a shop. Maybe? We'll see. Might happen after I talk to him, so we're going to do that, and if that hasn't unlocked anything, then I'm going to fast travel and get to a store. As best I can. Victims of war.
You saved my people. We'd given them up for dead. Perhaps the stories are true.
Investigate.
Tell me about your people.
Simple people. Most have lost family. All have lost their homes. I found a few, helped them, found this cave for shelter. Word spread and more came. We just want to survive.
Okay.
I need to be going.
I'll be here.
Ranks and launchers reach.
Any news, Inquisitor?
The free men have been
Okay,
defeated.
I had handed the second one.
So many of my people. Now it's finally over. Thank you. Perhaps with the free men gone, we can find a proper home. Algon's lodge was always well situated. Inquisitor,
Okay, yeah.
I need to be going.
be safe.
So they take up Argon's Lodge, yeah, and there's a merchant that's unlocked here now. I don't think it sells. I got Fairbanks as an agent. Oh, what is this? Collection materials? That's containment apparatus. Interesting. And no schematics or anything, so I'm not super curious. Alright. You guys. Okay. And then I'll care about you. You I care about. Not you or you or you. Nope. 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 Yeah, just I can get rid of pretty much all of these pretty safely. Alright. Much better.
I'm standing because of you. I've little to give, but I'll always be grateful.
Okay, whatever. This has to be used for something. I'm just gotta find out what. There's a quest, so let's accept it. Before I care about anything else.
Inquisitor, you saved Gertrude and the others. Thank you so much. This is bold of me, but if I could have a moment.
What do you need?
I'm here. What do you need?
This is about Fairbanks. There is a rumor that he is of noble blood. Once the war is over, many of us will return to serve our lords, to work their fields, raise their brats. Most of the aristocracy know little of the lives of commoners. They care nothing for us. Fairbanks is different. He is a great man. There is much he could do if he had the power. If the rumor is true, if Fairbanks is noble and we have proof. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
This rumor about Fairbanks being noble. What do you want me to do about it?
Oh, I don't mean to impose, but you travel all over the dales, don't you? Perhaps if you found something that could help. I've written everything I know in my journal. You can look at it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Let's read the journal. Fairfax looking at old gold medallions. I walked past them and bore the images from the burden of the motto to sun on blessed wings. Old elf Cater is much story. So Fairbanks helped people even before the war. Cater says there's actually somebody thinks Fairbanks is actually of noble blood, not a commoner like he claims. Yada yada. So we can find proof of this. Let's investigate this. Head up over to this camp here. We can go be a little bit closer, grab some of these pieces of evidence, because this is interesting. You want to see this through. Draw out the Red Templar Lieutenant operation as well as something that's interesting that we just unlocked. So that is something to do. Obviously, since we were told the Freemen of the Dales were involved with the Red Templars, it's sort of now that we're done with them, we maybe get onto the real important threat as far as we're concerned. The Freemen were a threat, obviously, but Red Templars are a bit of a bigger deal. I think now they should be established up in here since we fast traveled the way. And yeah, this area is under our protection, the banners and such. Yada, 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 yada. There's another merchant here. I think it's the same, actually, technically. Like, not... Maybe not, though. Let me check. Keep at ease. See, it's just Gertrude again, even though she was just in the cave earlier. And yeah, it's the same thing. It's pretty much, so I'm not worried. I think this would have... Pretty sure that, down where the cave was before, there's no longer the merchant. So it moves up, sort of up to here. Alright, I don't actually feel like talking about it right now. And I can fast travel here now.
Oh, yes.
Which is good. In this building, there's something proof-wise, probably with this ping. Ah, it's a locked door. We have specialists for that. Book covers a comprehensive look of the well-known noble bloodlines for Lay. Of interest are a few lines of the entry of House of Lamarck. Amice Lamarck established this ancient house in the time of Emperor Cordelis Dracan. Sadly, this blood ended with Lord Garu Lamarck, who disowned his only daughter Bernice. The shield of Lamarck bears a falcon volant and filled the sky in blue. The house's motto is just the sun on blessed wings, which is the thing that we read on the... That was supposedly on that medallion of his. That might go for... to Cole. Alright. There's actually other stuff in this house that I ignored, so let's go. There's a barrel. Dalish banner. Nice. That upgraded my... I might make the Dalish banner cooler. Okay. And let's go to the other two pieces of evidence so we can figure out what sort of our plan is. Alright. Oh, okay, that's a little bit better. Oh, hey, look, there's a quest and a landmark, which I did not know were here. Let's get that. I was just heading here because there was a road, so it looked like it would be for easy travel. Widow's Woe, Scatter Robert's Ashes. The thing where that's quite far to the north of this area. We can't quite do it yet. It's going to be way up there. We will get to that eventually. When we travel up there, it's going to be a while though. And let's gallop. Do things a little bit quickly. I didn't mean to full stop there. Mounts are weird on PC, I imagine. And on controller, you can use the analog stick to sort of fiddle with it. Actually, I tried a thing, not on stream, but I tried to do a controller test for this game, but there are two issues. First of all, I was using a recent sort of fiddly thing that I have working on my computer, which lets me use a GameCube controller on my PC, which would be awesome. So the button binding didn't really work well for that. But then also the issue was that this game does a lot of things that a lot of PC ports do that I understand, I just dislike, which is that you cannot have the controller and the mouse and keyboard working at the same time at all. Like, I could understand if, like, maybe some of the things weren't available, but, like, literally when you switch it to controller...
A spy, an actual Canary spy. That doesn't strike anyone as a bad thing?
Says the Vint. When we're fighting, Vince.
That's not a terrible point. Okay.
That came up very randomly. Anyways, so let's say I'm using controller. I switch to controller. Something's wrong. I can't use the mouse and keyboard to navigate the menus anymore. So if the controller, like when I connect my GameCube controller and the button bindings weren't working properly, I don't think I had to go around, which is stupid. When the button bindings weren't working properly because it's a GameCube controller, so it's not native, so it wasn't quite set up properly, there's no way for me to go in and try to fix it, which I'm not even sure if you can do in this game with controller. And there wasn't any way for me to navigate the options menu to get back to, keyboard and mouse. So I'd exit the game, locate my settings file, and edit it in Notepad++, which wasn't hard to do. It's just the kind of thing where it's like, yes, one of the benefits of PC is that you can do this, but we shouldn't have to. Your thing should be ready so that, like, people who use controllers on PC aren't all using a plug-and-play Xbox, PlayStation 4 controller or whatever, Obviously, those are two different controller types, but you know what I mean. We might have an off-brand controller or something custom using, cool things, and, that means I might need to switch the button bindings and, in your game. Because I can detect all my buttons, it's just you're detecting them as the wrong buttons. But instead of letting you do that, you restrict me. And it would be easy if I could continue to navigate the menu with mouse and keyboard while I was using controller, which a lot of PC games do, not a natively PC games do. Because it's actually more work to disable it. This game does it because I think it's worried about the GUI, the in-game menu, which is different depending on what controller you're using. Obviously, the menu would not be laid out like this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons if you're using a controller. The GUI would show you what your ability is mapped to your controller buttons, which makes sense. But there's a way, we're smart PC users. You can sort of set, I'm just going on this rank because I think else to talk about while I'm wandering and doing this minutia of this quest. You can set the GUI to controller when I switch to controller mode, but let me still use the keyboard to navigate the menus. Disabling it is actually just kind of rude. I understand sort of why they do it, but they're losing more than they gain, I believe. I get it, but it doesn't make it a good choice. That's what I've been into. Somewhere around this area, there's another villa that is a separate area that's very interesting that we can go into. This is the purpose of this having locks on it. That one time I came here, when I was like, that wasn't very good treasure for something behind the locked door. Well, this is what it was for. Midwife's journal. Alright. So, interested party. I'm gonna go straight to Fairbanks, quite frankly, because... Oh, darn, this is making it difficult to fast travel. There we go. I always say go straight to the horse's mouth. I'm not going to...
I hear you've been investigating my birth. You haven't found anything, have you?
I actually... Oh, yeah, that's right. I think I'm supposed to not talk to him about this yet. Because then I think he forces you to give it to him.
You were right. Fairbanks is noble by birth. Fairbanks is not even his real name.
Let me see. Évariste Lemarque. I knew it from the start. I know just who to give this to. This will be enough to make the council sit up and take notes. I'll send this on as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
So, Fairbanks isn't going to be a big fan of this. Let's go talk to him. He will be kind of upset. You will see.
The Inquisition will always be welcome here.
Inquisitor.
Or not. It might come later.
I need to be going.
Be safe.
I think that this is going to turn into a I should go do this while it's really close. Oh, favorably, more or less really close. One of them is. Oh, it's a big area. That is bigger than I thought. I'm just going to explore this very quickly before I turn the episode off. Where was it? Oh, that area I thought I read Templar earlier. I think it was right there, and I totally ignored it. Great Bear! There's going to be a big fight. Let's do it. Oh, it's going to be over there. Alright. Him, this Great Bear, then those Red Templars. I'm a glutton for punishment. He's running away from us. How rude. I think he's hunting something. Like, you know, another animal. Can't paralyze him and you can't freeze him. It's actually a pretty tough fight, actually. Actually, a pretty tough fight, actually. I'm good at words, guys. Respect my mastery of the language. No, seriously, like, let me hit you. Or Bull. Either one of us, really. Okay. Bull needs to lure him back a little. Okay. Just gotta be careful, really. It's the best bet. Maybe this is easier than I thought. I guess it's easier when you're a Knight Enchanter. Everything's easier when you're a Knight Enchanter. Who am I kidding? Okay. Great Bear Hide. 10 Great Bear Hide. So, I'm gonna actually go give that to the Daelish because even though I have their full favor, I feel sort of in character to go well, actually, actually, no, I'm going to do it because it's a quest. That's why I'm gonna do it. I guess it's the better answer. Lyrium Smuggler is only level 11. They'll go down pretty fast. There we go. And then we got a smuggler letter. Okay.
Another letter on the smugglers, referring to Samson.
So in between, oh, this thing to examine. Why? Interesting. So, okay. I'm going to go and deliver that Great Bear Hide off screen because nothing really interesting happens, I think. I'll forget. I'm just going to do it on this episode. Cap off this episode by going to deliver that Great Bear Hide. The Exalted Plains, and I think I should get fast travel. Yeah. And then we'll cap out the episode. In between, I will wait out, I think, the rest of Cullen's operation. And then we'll see what other War Table stuff we can open next episode with. And then back to the Emerald Grave, some more questing. Now we're done with the Freemen, we have other stuff to do. Other fun time stuff to do. But I want to just give them the 3 that I have now of the 10 that he gave me, because then Great Bear Hide is otherwise actually a really good crafting material. It's a high-level leather. It gives good dexterity, I believe, when you use the utility slot. It's really good.
You brought supplies. If you could store them in that chest, I would be grateful.
Yep, so that's all completed.
Welcome again, friend.
Yeah, so there's nothing to say about that. It's over and done with, like I thought. Anyways, thanks for following me and watching today. And next time, we'll continue hunting through the Emerald Graves and doing cool stuff. So, see you then.